Israel is developing something very interesting that will change the way sea battles are fought in the future. Seagull is a multi-role unmanned surface vehicle (USV) manufactured by Israel's Elbit systems. It's currently in an advanced stage of testing. The small and agile Seagull could knock out much larger military assets of the enemy. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes Israel's Seagull Unmanned Surface Vessel (USV) that can take on enemy warship and submarine. Let's get started. This video is sponsored by the free-to-play military vehicle combat game War Thunder. We talk a lot about military vehicles on this channel, but what about trying them out for yourself? In War Thunder, you can choose from more than 1,200 playable vehicles from the 1930s to the 1990s and go to battle on more than 80 theaters of war. You can fly aircraft, helicopters, drive tanks, and command ships of all types and sizes, which have been carefully recreated from their real-world counterparts. It's available as a free download on PC, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One with cross-platform support. So grab your friends and give it a try. All viewers of Defense Updates that register using the link in the description below will also get a free premium tank or aircraft and 3 days of premium account time as a bonus. The idea is to deploy small boats from a shore or ship in swarm mode. Seagull can be controlled in semi-autonomous fashion, and a set of them can be supervised from a single workstation. This is similar to U.S. Navy's Sea Hunter project that recently became the first craft to ever sail from San Diego, California to Pearl Harbor, Hawaii and back without needing any onboard crew. To know more about Sea Hunter, check the video on the above card. Since these are relatively inexpensive, they could be deployed in large numbers. Being autonomous, Seagull will have high efficiency. Seagull could be utilized to perform tasks such as harbor patrol and force protection, mine detection, search and rescue, and even anti-submarine warfare. The Seagull is only 12 meters long and has an endurance of up to 96 hours. The propulsion system integrates 2 diesel engines, 2 propellers, and a pair of thrusters. It has a maximum speed of 60 kilometers per hour. The payload capacity of the Seagull is 2,500 kilograms. The Seagull is operated from port or mothership. It can be controlled by a single mission control system, MCS. Seagull can be operated in manned and unmanned modes. The built-in command, control, communications, computers, and intelligence (C4I) capability of the MCS enables the control of 2 Seagulls simultaneously. The C4I capabilities further provide the operators with situational awareness of the surroundings. The Autonomous Navigation System (ANS) of the Seagull has obstacle avoidance system, which meets the international regulations for avoiding collisions at sea. The vessel is packed with sensors and supporting components that includes navigation, sailing and safety suite, infrared or IR sensors, side-scan sonar, forward-looking sonar, diver detection sonar, and dipping sonar. Elbit Systems awarded a contract to Kraken Sonar for the delivery of Catfish, Kraken Active Towfish, towed sonar system for the Seagull. The Catfish can provide real-time, ultra-high-resolution seabed imagery and maps for a range of maritime applications. The Seagull is modular in nature, and different mission-specific modules can be added. The MCS supports the integration of modular payloads on the fly as per the mission requirements. The operations of the Seagull are controlled using line-of-sight and SATCOM data links. The vessel can also carry a variety of components like remotely operated vehicle (ROV), as well as electronic support measures (ESM) and electronic countermeasures (ECM) systems. Seagull can not only perform extensive search missions across vast volumes of water, but can also clear mines using expendable mine disposal vehicles. Seagull is currently not an armed platform and cannot carry out a strike against an adversary by itself. It has to depend on other platforms for that. This means the kill chain is long and can be disrupted by a rival. But this is going to change in coming days, and Seagull will be transformed into an offensive platform from the current sensor-only platform. Elbit, the manufacturer, is planning to arm the Seagull with a torpedo system. In other words, Seagull will be capable of engaging targets from the point of initial detection to kill without having to depend on any other platform. This would provide an end-to-end anti-submarine warfare solution in a very small and inexpensive unmanned package. In this form, Seagull will act as a major force multiplier. The anti-submarine warfare mission is especially interesting, as deploying a small swarm of these vessels in the vicinity of their mothership or home port could provide an inexpensive and dense anti-submarine screen. Large warships like cruisers, destroyers, and aircraft carriers can be targeted by high-speed boats, missile-firing fast attack craft, small submarines, sea mines, and land and air-launched anti-ship missiles. The Seagulls could be used as decoys that could shield the more valuable assets. They could also carry modules that emit signals, making them look like a proper warship and divert enemies' focus. Also, they could be used to act as a shield in case of eventuality where these crafts could come in between a warship and enemies' missile and torpedoes. The offensive capability will mean that the Israel Navy will be able to take on adversaries from even the smallest platform. This is similar to the US Navy's distributed lethality concept. Distributed lethality concept is counter to the traditional idea that only centralized, high-end surface combatants are capable of engaging large targets. Seagull armed with torpedo tubes will be a move in the direction of distributed lethality concept, in which lethal force projection capability is distributed throughout the assets of different sizes.
Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.